Hi there, students. Innuendo, a noun, both countable and uncountable. Notice there is no verb for this that I know of. Okay, an innuendo is making remarks or remarks that suggest something indirectly, but they don't say it directly. It doesn't refer to it directly. This is particularly used when criticizing somebody, when saying bad things about them, or maybe to refer to something sexual as well. Okay, so you could have criticism is very often through innuendo. Yeah, the British are very, very fond of not saying things directly, and innuendo is a very British thing. So, implications, insinuations, yeah? So, imputations, you're hinting that this is like this, but you're not actually saying it. Okay, so oblique allusions to something. Yeah, particularly when you're criticizing or saying something nasty about somebody's character or reputation. So people use innuendo to insult or say bad things, but without directly saying them. Ah, I never said that. Yeah. Um, the use of allusions, to suggest that something is true, but without actually directly saying it. Okay, this is innuendo, indirect, subtle comments that imply something very derogatory, but they don't actually say it. Okay, so it's subtle references made maliciously, criticism and disapproval. Um, Also, as I said, sexual innuendo. I think very often double entendres are innuendo as well. They suggest something sexual, but they don't actually refer to it directly. The report about the incident was full of innuendo. Yeah, it didn't directly blame anybody. It didn't say it was his fault, but it suggested very clearly whose fault it was. And that's the idea of innuendo. This is insinuation. His comments were full of sexual innuendo. Yeah, he didn't say anything sexual, but it very clearly was. Notice as well, you can also use this word innuendo as a rhetorical device. It's when you go through a sequence of logic and there is one obvious conclusion at the end, but you don't give that conclusion. You let the listener make the conclusion for themselves, and that's a good way of getting your message across. Okay, so innuendo, and insinuations. How formal is this word innuendo? I think I'd probably give it 6.5 informality. I might just use it in an informal conversation, but it's much better for something semi-formal or formal. Remember again, there is no verb to this, not that I know of. And the origin, well, it comes from Latin, innuendo, which comes from the verb innuo, to give a nod, to nod. So you're nodding that something is true, but you haven't actually directly said it's true. So there you go, innuendo. Suggestions, implications, insinuations, without saying it, without saying that it's bad. You can put innuendo in the way you say something. Well, that's very good. Not, that's a fly, believe it or not. Not, that's very good. Yeah, the innuendo is that I'm not stressing the very. That's very good. Well, that's good. No, that's good. And there we are, innuendo in the way it's actually been pronounced. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Innuendo.